If you're interested in personal development and cultivating a powerful and a positive mindset, one of the things that you're going to hear sooner or later is about energy and frequency and staying in a positive vibration or being aware of when you might be in a negative vibration. Race car drivers are kind of a neat example of this awareness, and at the time that I'm recording this, we're right on the doorstep of another Daytona 500, one of my favorite events, and these are my two favorite cars of all time. But race car drivers are really neat. So for example, at Daytona, they're going to be inches away from each other, going around about 200 miles an hour for hours on end. And in the midst of all that chaos and the potential for disaster, just a couple inches away that whole time, even with all of that going on, they are able to know exactly what's going on with those machines. They are so in sync and in tune with them. Just by the feel, through the seat of their pants and their hands on the wheel, if there's the slightest thing off with that car, a bad vibration, they'll know it. And they'll be communicating back to the pits with their crew chief about, do we stay out here on the track or do we sacrifice the position that we have to come in and take care of this now so that we don't pay a heavy price later on? If you hear a race car driver talking about a bad vibration, there's a real good chance that they're talking something about the tire, talking about the tire. Either it could be slowly coming apart, and if that goes unattended, these things literally just disintegrate, and then they take apart the whole wheel well, pull the car into the wall or into another competitor, or worse. The other thing that could be going on, or one of the other things, is that when they've come into the pits, maybe when they changed that tire, they didn't get all of the lug nuts all the way tight. And you just get that slow kind of a whoop, 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 that turns into whoop, 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 that turns into that wheel coming all the way off. Now, if that happens, that could fly off and really hurt somebody else. That could pull you into the wall or into another competitor, or worse. Our hearts and minds and bodies are not dissimilar to that. We know when we've got a negative vibration. The question is, do we stay on the track because we think that we can't sacrifice our position? Or do we pull into the pits and really kind of get present and try to understand what's going on so that we can get back out there and performing well for the long run? It's something to think about when you're trying to stay in a positive vibration. Just remember, you can't even finish a race, let alone win one, without regular pit stops for maintenance and giving yourself a chance to stop and refuel.